your First Alert Weather Super 7-day forecast.
And we've been mainly watching a flooding threat that's going to continue as each round of rain and storm certainly starts to add up those rain totals. Dangerous lightning still occurring. Thankfully, the severe weather potential is remaining on the low side, but it is not fully zero. A newly issued flash flood warning. This is why that flood threat was in that high category. This includes most of Oglethorpe County and southeastern Madison County. This was a site yesterday where First Alert meteorologist J.D. Disharon was tracking a tornado warning in Madison County. This evening, it is a flash flood warning. So you folks in Comer and Carlton down to Crawford, very, very torrential rain falling in that area. And the storms have seemingly slowed down just a little bit. They're still drifting northward, but they're not moving as quickly as they once were. And we're still watching a few weekly rotating showers in West Georgia and East Alabama. Hopefully those don't strengthen any more so. And south of Metro Atlanta, basically from the airport back toward LaGrange, Noonan, Coweta County, starting to dry out completely this evening. But with some of the storms coming through, we're starting to see power outages pop up in several spots here. Thankfully, nothing too pressing, but obviously anytime we have charged up storms moving through, we always run the risk to see some power outages. Tomorrow is another First Alert weather day. A few showers and downpours not out of the question in the morning, but like we saw today, the best chance of rain starts to kick in after noon and certainly through the rest of rush hour. And of course, many people probably heading back to work tomorrow, so we'll need to certainly pay attention to that rush hour commute tomorrow afternoon as showers and storms once again very likely. Wednesday, Thursday, not fully dry, but we should see fewer showers and storms than we have seen recently before things ramp up again. Friday, Saturday, First Alert weather days for more widespread storms, but there's a chance that we'll start to tap into some drier air and drier weather with some lower humidity coming in here Sunday and next Monday.
All right, Isaac, we're going to brag on you here for a second.
Yeah.
He will be on the road for the next several weekends for First Alert Storm Chase. Tracking severe weather on the road is part of an educational experience for college students. And you can come along. You can watch his trip every weekday, May 27th to June 5th. During First Alert Weather Extra at 6:30 p.m. as well as weekend mornings.
Start packing, Isaac.
Yeah, pretty cool.